last night and probably had like 4 shots of Hennessy.
Where'd you go out last night to?
Riley Reid had like a party at Rockin' Riley's. It wasn't really like a party, like a party.
It was a fuck party?
I mean, it was like a fucking bar or whatever. Laura, I think this is Jenna. Can you talk to her?
I thought you meant it was a fuck party.
No, that would have been cool. No, but I went and it was a bunch of porn girls and their boyfriends or whatever the fuck it was. And
that's when you were dressed up like fucking
Laura, could you ask them to stay out for like maybe 15, 20 minutes so we can finish this up, I guess? See how long it takes.
Well, okay, if we only got 15 minutes, let's jump right into it. Russ, Guap Dad 4000.
I just can't believe Russ is still on this. It seems like so bold and risk-taking for him to think that even as the guy who's headlining the show, who clearly has tens of millions of dollars, I would guess, and he's still putting himself in those positions. This seems
Did you
crazy.
even hear the line that was supposedly like a diss?
Not really the most intense line I ever read.
Bro. And like, I understand, like, okay, I feel like he's just like on a no nonsense, like, nah, if you mention my name, I'm pressing, like, blah, blah, blah. But just like the way he just going about it is so weak.
Nobody else handles a shit like that. Like, you haven't seen Young Thug. Like,
but also
plenty of people talk shit about Young Thug, and Young Thug isn't like in a hurry to fucking run down on him or send his goons after him. I think even like these actual gangster rappers, they know that this is not a fucking good look. That like,
but does that mean that Russ is the actual gangster then?
I mean, I guess you could call it that, but it feels like it's coming more from a place of like insecurity and shit. That you can't handle one bar about you.
It's like, bro, like the nigga didn't even say fuck Russ. The nigga ain't say nothing crazy about you. And the way that Guap Dad set it up was that like Russ tried to be like, hey yo, what was up with that line? Like trying to talk to him about it.
And then Russ just fucking punches him.
Russ just fired off on him.
And then he dips out and lets the other fools fucking beat him
Well,
up.
in the video, you can see the security guard, as soon as Russ connects with the punch, security guard grabs Russ, removes him, and then everybody else just starts fighting.
The security guard pulls Russ out of it?
Yeah, like, of course he does. That's like the main priority. Yeah. Like, you have to protect the main guy.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's just also like...
Wait.
Do you think that makes you look tough? I don't think anybody is looking at Guap Dad like he's a pussy.
Hell no.
Not because of that shit.
Because, nigga, he fucking got jumped by like fucking 12 niggas. And in reality, think about it. Like, Guap Dad was probably with two to three people max. You know, like at his fucking trailer at this random.
And he's literally the open, and that's the funniest thing is that Guap Dad was the lowest on the flyer, I believe.
That's
he's
like
the absolute bottom artist, and then Russ is the absolute top artist.
So look, think about that. That's like this weekend at Vegas. If Travis Scott
beats your ass,
his goon
because you call him gay or something.
Because I said, oh fuck his shoes, fuck these Travis Scott Jordans, and Travis Scott fucking jumped me this weekend.
Because you could say that Travis Scott has gay ad libs.
Exactly.
It's lit. I'm sorry. People can like your music as much as they want. It's not my favorite ad lib on earth. So let's see if Travis Scott makes it his business to run down on us, because that's basically what Guap Dad got.
Well, I'm playing an after party for a day in Vegas, and it's I'm renaming it the Anti-Russ after party because Guap Dad.
So you're back on this now.
I was actually Team Russ for a little bit.
I think that what is going to have to happen for Russ to learn his lessons about this is that somebody's going to have to sue him.
Somebody might have to pop his ass too. He might try to run down on the wrong nigga at the festival.
But he hasn't. Because remember how Sizzle was going in on him, Southside. Southside was going crazy on him.
He's definitely not running down on him.
Southside's walking around. Southside's living. Ain't nobody run down on Southside, right?
Have they been in the
Metro
same...
Boomin, same shit.
Really?
I mean, all these fucking different Atlanta dudes were going in on him at a certain point.
And they're in Atlanta.
Just because of that. Yeah, and they're in Atlanta.
They're all in the same place.
But weird shit, though. You did see 21 at the club with Russ a couple of months ago.
They were in a club together.
I don't know. I don't know if the shit with Sizzle ever got sorted out or anything.
Damn, Russ is fucking... What if Russ is really certified out here and everybody's just playing this nigga?
Man, everybody's certified when they got millions of dollars. He just ain't claiming blood, so he ain't going to go down like 6'9".
No, I felt that.
But imagine we found that out.
That
the Russ Fed case on the way.
Oh my God,
I'm ready for it.
They might be stacking it up because he's fucking out here fucking everybody up.
Yo, dibs on the Russ movie. The Russ documentary, like whatever 50 Cent is doing for 6ix9ine, dibs.
Okay, wait. So this is the whole thing though. So does he get extra points because with the Smoke Perp video, he was nowhere to be found, and the other shit with you, he was nowhere to be found. But now he's the man.
He threw one punch before his 700-pound bodyguard broke it up. Laura, they're out waiting? Oh, but they're chilling. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're big chilling.
Man, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that any of this is like it is so weird though, because it's like the side of rap that are talking about the Russ versus Guap Dad thing is so removed from like the Russ fans, who I'm pretty sure that even after all this, the Russ fans don't really give a fuck about Guap Dad, Academics, World Star, Adam 22, Smoke Perp. Like, it's like all of this shit is just noise to his army of Caucasian fans. I would assume. It seems like that to me.
You think his fans are like, oh my God, I can't believe our Russell would do this?
No, I don't think that they're really like concerned with that. I feel like they're just not the kind of people on average who are paying
even
attention
watching.
to
They
shit
probably don't
like
even
that.
know like about that.
For us, if it's like if somebody pushed Russ in a club, Academics is going to post about it and we're going to be fucking talking about it
For
and
like
shit.
a week, yeah.
Yeah, but for fucking his fans, do they care? Are they clocked in on the beef, or are they just showing up for the music?
They're definitely just showing up and listening to It's Falling in Love Now.
That's a Russ song?
Yeah.
I got to work on my
No, I mean,
catalog knowledge.
I've just like watched enough Academics videos of him selling out the Staples Center, blah, blah, and it's like a little lyric I remembered in my head.
You know what I want to air out right now?
Oh, God.
This is the perfect place to air this out. I was going to talk about it on my story, but I'm like, I don't want to fucking bring it to the story because it just seems corny. I'll talk about it right now.
It's not corny to bring it out here, though.
It's not at all, because this is just a conversation and there's not thousands of people watching us. I just want to say 1,600 people to be fair. So I have had a Casanova interview on my fucking schedule for a couple of weeks. Not that I've done, but that I'm waiting for.
Okay.
It's been scheduled. And then all of a sudden today, like 20 minutes before the interview's supposed to happen, I hear from my publicist, oh, Casanova canceled at the last minute because you did the interview with GQ Casanova. I'm like, well, okay, but I did the interview with GQ like 8 months ago.
And
you don't know who that is?
That's the dude that was in jail that was supposedly the real Casanova, and Casanova got out.
Exactly. And so this dude gets out of jail and is basically just saying that he was like the king fucking pimp scammer, whatever the fuck it was, in New York, and that basically
King gangster, probably not king pimp scammer.
I don't know. He was just saying that he was running shit in New York or whatever, and saying that he was running the jails, and he came on the jumper like via FaceTime and basically said,
oh, he didn't even do an actual interview?
He wasn't around. He's still in New York, I think. I think he's on papers and shit.
Yeah,
but
so he can't leave.
He basically said Casanova's a bitch. Fuck Tax Stone. Said he beat Tax Stone up.
Whoa.
So Tax Stone hit my jack on that. Like, oh, rah, rah, rah. Like, fucking this, giving me the details of the situation. I can't even remember. But basically, I was thinking, like, when I saw that I had a Casanova interview, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm surprised he wants to do that, because I did the GQ Casanova interview, which, by the way, got like 500,000 views, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
So there's a lot of people who wanted to hear about it, but then Casanova cancels the shit because of that interview at the absolute last minute today, which is kind of a bummer, because that's like the first thing that I was going to bring up. I was going to be like, I'm surprised. Literally in my notes it says, I'm surprised you did this interview because I fucking interviewed this dude who said this, and this about you. I'm just like,
you think he thought about it like right before he came over though, and was just like, I don't want to like.
Nah, I would assume that the fucking PR people just didn't even tell him about it until the last minute. Now, I'm not saying that like obviously you can do an interview, you can not do an interview. It is what it is, but it's like kind of a bummer, because it's like, oh, you're gonna not do an interview with me because I interviewed one guy who talked shit about you like 8 months ago? Like, what the fuck is that? Who cares?
I mean, well, like, think about this. The way that they are handling him and the way they're treating him, fucking kicking him off the festivals and shit, acting like he's such a problem and all this other shit.
Right.
Maybe that wouldn't be the best look for him to come on here and immediately start talking about this other dude and like just like.
But he doesn't even have to say anything about it. He could say, "Nah, fuck that dude. I don't give a fuck about him."
That's facts, but maybe he's just trying to like stay away from just all drama and just like, because he probably knows if he comes on here, he's gonna start talking about fucking.
But that's the whole thing, is like, do an interview with somebody like me that's gonna ask you about some real shit and have like a real conversation with you. No offense to a lot of these like New York radio DJ fucking places that do interviews, is their interviews are trash. They don't ask you about anything cool. They don't know about any of the underground rappers. They don't know about anyone besides people who are on the fucking charts. No offense to anybody in particular in New York radio, but they would basically have to admit it if it came down to it. It's like,
like they don't really,
you know, that's how I feel about so many rappers. It's like, it's cool. Go do the radio interview, but then come here and talk about your actual shit. Like, I'm actually going to ask you about the person who is talking shit about you on Instagram Live that is on YouTube and has 180,000 views, because people actually give a fuck about that, and there's a good chance for you to actually comment on it. I don't understand why, like, Casanova, like, what, like, What is he scared of with doing an interview with me? Like, what does he think bad is going to happen? What does he think is bad is going to happen if he has a 5-minute conversation about fucking GQ Casanova?
I think, like I said, from my point of view, from the way that they're handling him now and like fucking acting like he's such a problem, such a nuisance, my personal opinion would be he trying to stay away from drama right now and probably just trying to just lay low a little bit. You feel me?
I like that reading of it. I assume
That's what I
he
think.
just is like doesn't want to talk about
just
it.
like, oh,
I
fuck
like the
Adam.
idea that he's like looking out for his own safety and that he's not just like a fuck no jumper because they gave an interview to some guy that doesn't like me.
I don't think Casanova is that petty or that like, you know, like I don't think he's that invested in this other dude.
I mean, he probably don't give a fuck about me one way or another. So it's kind of like he could do the interview or not do the interview. The fuck does he care? You know?
That's facts. But we need Casanova in the building though, for sure.
We do need Casanova in the building because now I've listened to his album, and now I'm
How
like,
was it?
You know,